Hello everyone! Today I'm going to be reading you a bedtime story called Far Away Across the Sea, and Brownie, my friend, is going to be listening as I read. Say hello, Brownie! Chapter 16, The Death of Sleep. The squirrel and the sparrow strolled through the woods at a leisurely pace. As they walked, they talked about all the things that came into their minds. The sun was shining and they didn't have anything that particularly needed to do, or anywhere they particularly needed to go. The sparrow explained to the squirrel how you could measure the depth of sleep. I discovered the method myself, he said, brushing a speck of dust from his wing. You stand 10 steps away from someone who's asleep, and then you say his name at exactly this volume. Who? Who? Asked the squirrel. That's a standard measure, said the sparrow. If he doesn't wake up, you take 1 step towards him and you say his name again. You keep going until he wakes up. The number of steps you've taken is the depth of his sleep. I see, said the squirrel. Look, the beetle is asleep over there, said the sparrow. They just happened to be passing the beetle, who was lying asleep under the oak tree, snoring gently. Just watch this, said the sparrow. He took 10 steps away from the beetle, turned around, and said, just as loudly as he had just said who, Beetle! Nothing happened. The beetle remained fast asleep. The sparrow came 1 step closer and once again said, Beetle! Again, nothing happened. And he went on 1 step at a time towards the beetle until he was right beside his ear. Beetle! He called. But the beetle slept on. The sparrow turned to the squirrel and announced, he is in an immeasurably deep sleep. What's immeasurably? Said the squirrel. Well, said the sparrow, it is, for example, how warm time is, or who most loves the sky, or is most birthdayed. Oh, said the squirrel. Something rustled. Can't you keep walking and talk further away? Asked the beetle. I'm trying to get some sleep. The sparrow and the squirrel walked on. The beetle is a bad example, said the sparrow. He just keeps on sleeping. They strolled on in silence for some time. It's a good method, said the sparrow. The squirrel remained silent. A little while later, they came across the lion, asleep in the grass. Aha, said the sparrow. Now, there's a good sleeper. Just watch this. He took 10 spaces, turned round and said, Lion! Yes, roared the lion, jumping to his feet. There you are, said the sparrow to the squirrel. Then he turned to the lion and said, You couldn't have been sleeping less deeply. That's true, replied the lion, giving the sparrow an angry look. Well, said the sparrow, looking satisfied. The squirrel nodded. They walked on, while the lion roared behind him. Whirr! What on earth will I get back to sleep again now? He cried. The sparrow arranged his feathers and said, I'm working on a new method to measure how deeply someone is thinking. The lion was still roaring in the distance. That's quite something, said the squirrel. Oh, said the sparrow. You can find out anything at all, if you really want to.